I'm Randy and I make candy, and today I'm making eggnog fudge. Stick around. Greetings, my confectionery covey, and welcome to Randy Makes Candy, where I help you make tasty treats that people love to eat. After last week's Cracker Jacks episode, Scott suggested I do something with eggnog. I immediately realized that this is obviously the perfect time of year for an eggnog-related treat, so here it is, eggnog fudge. Thanks, Scott. And if you've ever wondered where the name eggnog came from, I'll share a couple of possibilities after we make the fudge. As always, I'd love to hear about your results if you decide to make your own eggnog fudge, as well as suggestions for what you'd like to see in future videos. Okay, let's make this happen. For this recipe, you'll need 110 grams of granulated sugar, 44 grams of butter, 42 grams of eggnog, 1/8 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 85 grams of white chocolate, chopped, 56 grams of marshmallow cream, and 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You'll also need a greased or lined 4x4 baking pan, a saucepan, a spoon or spatula, and a candy thermometer. Okay, let's make some candy. Combine the sugar, butter, eggnog, and nutmeg in a large saucepan. Bring it to a boil, stirring occasionally to melt the butter. Once the mixture reaches a rolling boil, clip a candy thermometer onto the pan. Now this is the point where, as in my past videos, I would put a lid on the pan for a couple of minutes to wash down the sides of the pan. This is supposed to prevent crystallization. As an experiment, I skipped that step this time, just to see what would happen. Once the mixture reaches 234 degrees Fahrenheit, remove the pan from the heat, and stir in the white chocolate pieces, marshmallow cream, and vanilla. Stir the mixture until it's well combined. Pour it into the pan, and sprinkle a little nutmeg if you'd like. It not only adds a little more holiday flavor, it makes it pretty. Once it's cool, cut it into tasty morsels, and that's it. Okay, this is ready. Let's try a taste. Sláinte. The eggnog comes through. Sweet, but not too sweet. It's actually a very light flavor. Unfortunately, the creamy texture of the fudge I've made in the past is missing here. I don't blame the recipe though. Remember the experiment that I told you about? I didn't wash down the sides of the pan, which left apparently some sugar crystals that caused the entire batch of fudge to become dry and crumbly. I won't say the batch is ruined, as it's still quite tasty. It's just not as good as it could be. It doesn't have that mouthfeel that I love. I can still recommend this as a great holiday treat, and you really ought to give it a try. Just remember to wash down the sides of the pan. Where did the name eggnog come from? Well, here's a theory. While the drink itself could date back as far as the 15th century, the name seems to have originated right here in the good old US of A, somewhere around the time of the Revolutionary War. The egg part of the name would seem to come from the fact that eggs are used in the recipe, but what the heck is a nog? Well, according to Fred Opie, a culinary history professor at Babson College, the colonists liked their eggy beverage with a little rum, which they referred to as grog. The drink became known as egg and grog, and over time, eggnog. My theory is that if you spike it with alcohol, it goes straight to your noggin. I hope you'll join me next time. Once the mixture reaches a rolling boil, Once the mixture reaches 240... Nope. Greetings, my...